Bonjour à tous et à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. Nous sommes le vendredi 13 février 2026, il est 14h04 et 31 secondes. J'espère que vous êtes confortablement installés. Aujourd'hui, troisième partie de cette quête 4.0 du coup, avec ici, elle qui est en train d'agoniser. Voilà. Donc voilà, je l'ai laissé macérer pendant 2 heures à peu près. Hein.
The mask of the masked fool represents what you wish to become. You use it to focus your power, but the mask will gradually bind you as well. That's why you've been avoiding Sparksy all this time. She didn't just steal a vial of mimetic virus. She stole your strength. No wonder the fool at the bar joked, when a masked fool loses their mask, what remains is just a fool.
On appelle ça se prendre une leçon.
Yes. Every fool has at least one such mask. Not mere decoration, but a part of our destiny crafted by our own hands. It might be a morning actor mask you took a liking to and stole from them. It might be a head accessory you personally sketched in a moment of inspiration. Or it might be something that one day fell from the sky and latched onto your face. To become a fool, one must experience at least one such instance of destiny. The moment of masking one's face. Through the mask's eye holes, we gain a different perspective. Finally seeing how the universe is simply churning with endless jokes, and the absurd nature of our existence as living beings. The mask is who we want to be. And now, this imposter is more me than I am. Do it! Press the button. Call the nurse and cremate Miss Sparkle. At least then, the imposter will lose her power for a little while. You should be able to take her down easily, right? You're not actually going to press it, right?
Give us a moment to hesitate, to think.
Waiting is torture, you know. You're not doing this on purpose to punish me, are you? Hey, gray hair! Say something! Unbelievable! Gray hair. Is your heart colder than Bellabog's ice out of space?
C'est toi qui m'as demandé d'appuyer dessus, andouille.
I took the battery out of the button earlier while no one watched. It was a test, and you failed.
Bah tant pis, méthode traditionnelle hein.
Since the fool made her choice, she must have a plan to reclaim the mask, right? If you dare say no, I'll press this button and let the orbital cannon cremate you for real. Your sticky little fingers aren't fast enough to steal this battery, are they?
There's a way. There's always a way. Miss Sparkle will definitely take responsibility and work together with everyone to stop Sparksicon.
What's with this applause?
Have we been watched the whole time?
Bravo!
So the audience watched our every
Yunli?
move in that treatment?
Qu'est-ce que fait là?
Hospital or a theater?
That's life for you. While there's life, there's judgment. In every unseen corner, countless judging eyes are watching, diagnosing, and writing their own prescriptions.
I must admit, Fatal Joke is a fascinating place. Real shame I didn't come check it out earlier.
Ignore the spectators. They're just here for laughs. They won't help and couldn't if they tried. You said you had a way to stop Sparksy. Let's hear it. What's the plan?
I've got a few anti-sparkle weapons in my collection.
Des armes anti elles-mêmes. Pourquoi pas?
I've always had this premonition that one day Miss Sparkle would become an unstoppable terror in this universe. Someone has to find a way to stop me before that day comes.
Ça me paraît raisonnable.
On a trip, I met a girl who shared my tastes. She had quite the knack to be a fool. In our battle of wits, she nearly turned me into sparkle paste using the local tumbleweed specialty. She also had a massive mech with beam cannons up the wazoo, ready to blast away any time. I quietly replicated those powerful goodies from my travels. With these anti-sparkle weapons, that imposter won't know what hit her. I gotta say, I'm quite the visionary. You two, let's head to the storage area next. I've already contacted Giovanni. He's doing an inventory check of the lost items there.
J'ai des questions. Qu'est-ce que tu fais ici? Ah là 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 là.
Not a scratch. Lance at the ready. On the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls. I weep for the departed.
D'accord, succès, oui, merci.
Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
Oui, je sais qu'Iron est très photogénique, hein, c'est pas... Faut que je porte mes vêtements, c'est bien. C'est quoi la description du succès d'ailleurs? Il y a d'autres trucs débiles là qu'on peut voir.
Able to see this and not laugh.
Hmm.
Too much already? Your tolerance for jokes is way too low.
Ouais. Oh bah tiens donc. Des infos toutes fraîches. Oh. Hmm. D'accord.
Intel from the school?
The Furbo journalists couldn't find March or Mr. Yang, but they did spot Sparksy taking down the wave mural in the school courtyard.
Oh? That's noteworthy. Looks like Sparksy's busy making preparations too. But why do all this? Never mind her for now. Let's check out the Fool's storage area.
This tavern is huge.
It's alright. I just wish there were more fun spots around here.
Wait, there are that many people under the dance floor?
On a récupéré là, ok. Non, y a rien. Oh la gestière géante. Qu'est-ce que fait Giovanni?
Hey, Gio! What are you doing up there?
Qu'est-ce qu'il fout là, là-bas?
Working my tail off for you, tallying the losses. Wait, who'd you bring with you?
Le décarcasse. Ah oui, d'accord.
Oh, it's Miss Trailblazer. I knew you'd step into the tavern and become one of us someday. Those with the makings of masked fools are naturally drawn to one another.
C'est pas vraiment pour devenir fou masqué, hein, c'est pour autre chose.
You sure know quite a few fools.
Tu l'as déjà vu en 1.4.
Ah, and the lovely lady behind you. You must be Miss Himiko, navigator of the Express. A pleasure to meet you.
Comment ça, se sont jamais vus? Ils étaient littéralement à 3 mètres en 1.4, là, pendant l'event la guerre d'Ethereum, là.
Mr. Giovanni, just call me Himeko.
Normally only fools may enter, but since Sparkle brought you, and you are practically an old friend, I can make an exception as the caretaker. Let me show you around.
Geo, cut the spiel. Sampo says you recite that intro so often he's grown calluses on his ears. Want the fool's treasures, souvenirs, and prank gear? Come to the Grand Treasury Storage. They've stashed everything here.
You stole my line again. Picked it up on a trip to another world. You've heard this phrase too, haven't you? I'll admit it's catchy, that's why I used it as a slogan. Storage area visits went up by 26% after that.
Business first. Did you see my pickup message I sent? Where's my stored anti-sparkle weapons?
Well, your storage list is a total mess. You never leave any notes. If I hadn't been called to audit, who'd know how many surprises you got stashed away? As for the anti-sparkle weapons, oh, I'd love to know what on earth that's supposed to be. Why don't you go in and look for yourself? As requested, I've linked the vault entrance to your collection room.
Geo, did the imposter leave this behind?
How should I know? I've been doing inventory all this time. I only just now noticed something fishy about this thing.
Eh ben.
Hey, hey, gray hair.
Ouais, j'ai le droit de me balader, oh.
Huh? What's this?
Whoa! That's one massive stellar jade.
Let's go in and take a look.
Ah oui, non, c'est vraiment une énorme star. On peut pas masquer l'interface comme sur un Genshin, dommage. Attends, mais attends, je peux la prendre en photo. Photo. Ah oui, c'est oh, très très gros, j'accélère. Hein. Bon, n'empêche là, par contre, là je pars en titre, hein, parce que vraiment le truc ressemble vraiment à une bite en fait. Oh, génial. Toucher le chasseur massif.
Kid, wake up.
Uh-huh.
This rock is dangerous.
Dangerous? I'll smash it with one swing!
You got it. Smash every last one and bring...
60. Ah, quand même. 60, la grosse...
Stellar jade is the perfect bait for catching the nameless. How generous of you. First time I've seen a thief steal something and leave something even more valuable in the vault. Isn't this exactly the type of phantom thief flair we masked fools adore? Remove a carefully curated piece and leave a gift in place to soothe the owner. A jumbo-sized stellar jade is surely worth a jar of mimetic virus and a few anti-sparkle weapons, wouldn't you say? And you stole my other prized pieces too? That worthless junk? Consider it a complimentary vault cleaning. Before Sparks Fun begins, I'd like a little warm-up entertainment. Old model and the nameless. You should be able to break out of this room, right? Don't disappoint me now! Game over! My anti-sparkle weapon has turned into a failed science project!
Pressure!
existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Time for a detailed overhaul.
Did you come here of your own volition? I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall. On the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
Nah.
Gio, the security here is an absolute mess.
You're in no position to talk. Even the drinksmith here is a temp. Count yourself lucky I'm kind enough to help tally your storage.
She didn't just steal my power and my collection. She completely destroyed Miss Sparkle's reputation. This is the worst day ever.
A correction. Miss Sparkle's worst day so far.
Want to make fun of me? Go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. I also don't think gear tumbleweeds and giant mechs would work on someone spreading mimetic viruses. I thought of a way just now that might suppress the mimetic contagion at Graphia Academy. You can fight fire with fire, but a mimetic virus can be scoured away with water.
Donc elle veut inonder le machin?
What do you mean?
Our informant at the school reports Sparksy is removing the central mural there. The imaginated mural, World Breaker Waves, is said to be a work left behind by Graphia herself. Legend says the wave comes from the Dove Brook river water she used to wash off her painting mistakes. The artists say it is blessed. That's why they kept it in the school. I couldn't understand why Sparksy went to such lengths to tear it down. Now I do. Painting mistakes are redundant information that stain a painting. A mimetic virus is redundant information that stains the mind. If someone knew how to harness this Dovebrook wave to wash over the school, they could cleanse the infection she spread. That's why Sparksy wanted to hide the mural. Exactly. As a Graphia Academy alumna, I know a bit of traditional painting. Right now, our most directly effective plan is to break into the school, regain control of the mural, and use it to suppress Sparksy's movements.
Let's go. I'll make this imposter pay 100-fold.
Looks like our paths must part in haste. I wish you all fair winds on your journey ahead. Oh, if any of you feel uncertain about what's next, here's a small suggestion. Take a detour inside the Blistar Light Orb. A quick prayer to the gods before battle hardly counts as wasting time, does it?
Bah ça dépend si tu y crois ou pas. Hein.
For us masked fools, that light orb holds the same significance as the Phantos Moon hanging above. Deep within the orb, everyone can find the divine revelations of the elation.
Y'en a plus ou Ouais, elle est finie. Dommage. Elle est morte.
This doesn't look like where we came in.
Don't worry. I had old Gio open a shortcut.
Niveau. Ah, oh, la photo. Ah.
Darn it. They found something else at the school? We need to pick up the pace.
Ok, allez, vas-y.
Good. Giovanni said we could find the divine revelations of the elation inside the light orb. Don't tell me this orb is another tavern room.
Bingo, your intuition's spot on. It isn't just a light-polluting orb. Think of it as a shrine for fools. The youngsters only revoked the Laughter's right to enter the tavern. They don't reject things associated with them. Inside this light orb is a miracle tied to a ha. It responds to any fool who approaches. Let me show you something mind-blowing. Here we go. Open sesame! I said, open sesame! Open sesame! Sesame? Open? Hooray! So in their eyes, I don't even count as a masked fool anymore? What a wonderful surprise! The imposter stole my identity too!
The good news is, at least one of us is still a masked fool.
Hey! That's way too harsh. I hate to admit it, but gray hair, it's opened for you. The light orb has acknowledged you.
Alors que c'est pas supposé être le cas, mais bon. Oh. Oh mon dieu, des masques partout.
Nice! So, this is the miracle you meant?
Yes, among the masked fools, a myth is told. When the Master of Elation climbed the highest boughs of the Tree of Existence, they glimpsed the cold, abhorrent void. The stars turned like machinery, and all meaning yielded to nihility. They gazed further, until they witnessed a newborn fall and cry as if wronged beyond measure. Then they burst out laughing. That crystalline laughter tore through the cold, dead universe, echoing through the realms to this day. Many think the laughter that tore apart the cosmos is just a metaphor. But sadly, it's real. The tavern folks call this thing the echo of primordial laughter. It tore open a spatial rift. They say other tavern branches have this too, in multiple locations. No one knows how many there are, or what their existence means. When we shout into it, there's no echo. Toss in trash, and it merrily swallows it. No one knows if this thing will keep widening and swallow the tavern whole. Either way, it just sits there, right over there, motionless, grinning at us forever. Just stick your hand in there. It's said, at a turning point of destiny, a fool need only reach into the rift and grasp something. The tavern folks call it the laughter's gift. No one knows what this thing will bring to those who seek it, fortune or otherwise. But one thing's for sure, your destiny's bound to get much more chaotic. Hey, gray hair. Wanna give it a try?
Ouais.
Really have mercy. In Akibili's name, please don't hurt me. My hand doesn't taste good.
Ah. Bon, je vais donner un peu. C'est vrai qu'on se c'est dans la moquette. Bah, pas dissimulé du tout, juste comme ça, posé par terre en fait.
Is this? Huh? What's this?
Une banane en pixel art 3D.
Now I get it. Audiences infected with the Sparksy virus naturally won't be able to resist Sparksy. We'd end up like that soon after breaking into the school. But if we're already infected with another mimetic virus, well, that changes things. And this banana serves exactly that purpose. To buy us some time to resist.
C'est quand même bien qu'ils nous ramènent des vieux concepts de la 2.6, genre mise à jour vraiment genre filler plus. Je pense que c'était peut-être la deuxième mise à jour qui c'est le moins bien le moins bien marché de tout le jeu.
The elation really has a twisted sense of humor, huh? All right, let's move.
Who are you two? Haven't you heard the rule? Only one fool's allowed in here at a time.
Who am I? Well, just a passing detective and his assistant. Have I been asleep too long? Or has humanity sunk so low they don't even care if they turn into monkeys?
Meanwhile, the ignorant criminals believed they had discovered a treasure that could change their destiny, completely unaware that what they held in their hands could shatter the sanity of the entire world!
Hey, Mr. N, cut the narration when it's time to fight.
Non.
Well, I got you something, right? Like this?
Whatever floats your boat. Now, listen up, you three. Put that banana down and walk away, and I'll let bygones be bygones. But if you try anything funny...
If you want to get to them, you'll have to get through these little toys first.
Are these folks really the Nameless? In all my years, I've never seen the Nameless dealing with mimetic viruses.
The real deal. Just some nameless passing through.
Mr. N, I've got to go after them. You won't be able to keep up with me. Just head home and wait for the news. I swear, I won't let the tragedy that happened to you repeat itself in this world.
Over here! This way! Run faster! You don't want to get caught by that guy back there, do you? Yo, sis! Just how many troublemakers did you people manage to tick off when you landed?
I swear, Miss Sparkle definitely hasn't gotten involved with someone like that.
Thank you, Mr. Sampo. Now that we're all set, it's time to head to Graphia Academy for the rescue mission. Mr. Sampo, do you know which door in the tavern can get us back to the city the quickest?
You don't even need to ask. When it comes to knowing all the secret passages and shortcuts in this tavern, you won't find anyone who can match old Sampo.
Then lead the way.
Huh.
Your thoughts tell me that you still have doubts about me. Did you ask to meet here so I could clear up some of your doubts?
Évidemment.
Greetings, Lady Yao Guang.
Being able to hear others' thoughts anytime. This tuning ability sure comes in handy.
Compared to the seer strategist's ability to come and go as she pleases, this is nothing but a parlor trick. I've heard that Xianzhou folks are big on etiquette, yet here I am, and you're still playing hide and seek, General. Isn't that a bit discourteous?
Sorry. I have this old problem of suddenly disappearing. It's really something beyond my control. As for the reason, I'm afraid I can't disclose it. Please forgive my rudeness. Or, if you're truly that curious, why not use your tuning and find out?
You know I won't do that. Besides, I couldn't even if I wanted to right now.
Couldn't.
At this moment, the crowd's thoughts are crashing over me like a tidal wave. I can't block out all this mental noise. Just keeping my own thoughts from getting tangled up in everyone else's is hard enough.
I see. So that's why. When you were speaking with Miss Himiko earlier, I accidentally intruded on your private conversation.
My tuning is spiraling out of control. This mask is distorting my abilities.
I see it differently. The loss of control is temporary. That mask is amplifying your power.
How is this possible? This tuning power is bestowed by the Harmony. How could the Elation meddle with their authority?
Perhaps the Elation simply poured more fuel into this divine authority? In my humble opinion, this mask binds the supplicant to all beings of plain Arcadia, drawing strength from those who share the same path here for your use. That's why you're hearing others' thoughts surge toward you like a tide. Your tuning is steadily expanding, and you've become the center of this melody.
You sure gave me quite the gift, General. But why would such a precious gift be placed on my face? I need an honest answer.
You want to know the reason? Didn't I explain it already?
Your reasons about me make sense, but what I really want is your answer about yourself. General of the Yuchue, who sees into the future. Why not wear the mask yourself and personally step into the fray with its power?
Words can deceive, but only tuning lays the truth bare. Mr. Sunday, why not use your enhanced tuning to feel the weight of that answer for yourself?
Well then, pardon my intrusion, Lady Yao Guang.
So this bird on my shoulder is the manifestation of the tuning's resonance?
Exactly. And these symbols I see floating above people's heads. Would be the wheel and woe signs you mentioned, General?
That's right. To become an Arbiter General, one must undergo 3 ceremonies. The Rainbow Ordainment, the Rainbow's Gaze, and the Bestowal of Spiritus. Only then can one truly take up the mantle and live up to the title. When I was appointed as the Yuchue's general, I was bestowed with the Rainbow Spiritus called Kalachakra Sky Plume, which represents the vision of the hunt among the 7 aspects of the rainbow. A symbol of foresight, verdict, and self-discipline. Thanks to that, I gained the Eye of Ishvara, which allows me to read the flow of destiny. Since the day I arrived on this world, every person I've seen bore a crimson woe sign above their head, without exception. Within days at most, a catastrophic disaster will befall this place.
So, that red glow rising from the edge of the city is...
The blazing light, formed by the convergence of all those woe signs in plain Arcadia.
In that case, General, it's all the more reason for you to wear the mask. Once your sight into the future is strengthened, you won't need to fear the deathly omen in your readings.
Mr. Sunday, have you heard the Diviner's iron law? Never divine the same matter twice.
In Penacony, diviners also warn clients beforehand. You can't ask for another spread just because you dislike the result. There's a reason for that, isn't there?
Divining the future is, in essence, a form of observation and calculation. It's an interference with the future. Each reading drives the murky future towards a definite outcome. A collapsed quantum state, even if that outcome isn't to one's liking. To be honest, when I set out for Pleine Arcadia, I had fully intended to personally participate in the Phantom Moon Games. But the moment I laid hands on the mask, I understood the consequences of wearing it. Once this miraculous item is donned, the Eye of Ishvara would transcend mere sight and permeate throughout this realm. The Kalachakra sky plume would predict the future of all beings at tens of billions of instances per second.
You're saying that simply by your observation, our future would become fixed.
Indeed, just like how the Wisdom Walker expounded the way of destiny, anchoring the fated moments. If I wore the mask, I would become the noose of Pleine Arcadia, and I would personally anchor a destiny that drives us all into a bottomless darkness. We will become locked in a dead end, with not a shred of hope for salvation. Close one. I passed the trial. There's still a sliver of hope in this round.
Now that makes me even more curious. Pardon my bluntness, but the fate of billions in Pleine Arcadia never had much to do with you, General. Your encounter with the Express and the IPC was merely a chance meeting. You are a messenger of the Xianzhou. Since you foresaw the omen, that an Arbiter General will fall here, you could have boarded your ship and left at any time. Why choose to stay and help us? To help this world break free of this death trap?
Because I am guided by great compassion. Every life is precious beyond measure. Such diplomatic pleasantries won't fool the former master of Penacony like yourself, would they? Then, how about this reason? The Astral Express has distinguished itself time and again against the destruction, and bears an irreplaceable duty for the future. I can't just sit idly and watch you face annihilation. Give me a break. I really am terrible at all this diplomatic talk. Mr. Sunday, what makes you think that everything I've done is just to save Pleine Arcadia?
What?
Weal is where woe lurks. Woe is where weal leads. The good fortune of some often births the ill fate of others, and a dead end for someone may hide an opportunity for another. This treacherous land where life and death turn again and again, where fortune flips to misfortune, is, in my eyes, the perfect board for a game of wits.
A game with whom?
With the gods. Mr. Sunday, have you heard of the Battle of the Fenghu 30 years ago?
I've heard rumors of that war, but not the details. General, are you suggesting Pleine Arcadia is now facing dangers just as perilous as the Xianzhou Fenghu was back then?
You got that right. 30 years ago, the Abundance Axis broke our lines and invaded the Fenghu homeland. The abominations awakened a living demonic star, intending to sink the Xianzhou Fenghu. With no other options, the Alliance staked everything on my Junior Soar's plan to operate the astronomical observation device, the Cloud Peer Telescope, to signal the rainbow for aid, using their Lux arrow to strike down the demon star. Whoever operated the Cloud Peer telescope would not return. It was to be a one-way trip.
So, you're Junior Sora.
You guessed wrong. The one who offered his life was my master, who taught me divination. It was Master Jingtian, then the Yuchui's Master Diviner, and the only high official authorized to operate that device. He accepted his fate and ventured to the Fonghu. Going with him into certain death were Yueyu, the previous Yaoqing general who guarded the Cloud Peer telescope, and the Verdant Knights under her command. I was responsible for assessing the entire plan's feasibility and mending its gaps. I activated the Decalight reflection barrier, calculating and casting lots again and again. I watched as the starlight, representing countless possibilities, flickered within the reflections, faint, wavering, until the vast shadow of a pondering god swallowed them whole. And they vanished into the abyssal dark at the edges of the universe. And in that moment, I understood that I had cemented my master and countless soldiers into an inescapable doom. When the Lux arrow fell, they would perish along with the enemy and that demonic star. All reduced to ashes.
You sacrificed so many comrades just to ensure the enemy's fall?
To Penaconians, that must seem incredibly cruel, right?
As someone born in an era of peace, I have no right to judge. Perhaps the founders of Penacony could understand the necessity.
Cruel or not, it was my duty. And so I had to witness and remember their sacrifice. When I saw the Lux arrow descend, I realized the Xianzhou Alliance had actually directed an Eon's actions. This realization illuminated the mission of my remaining years. In this cold, merciless cosmos, when you're trapped in despair, an Eon's intervention is often the only hope. We are not ants, helpless beneath the celestial spheres, as we simply watch the stars turn. Instead, their trails were forged by us, who offered up a portion of our insignificant destiny. Even beings as mighty as the Eons can be pulled by our will.
Is this what you want to do in Pleine Arcadia?
Indeed. I will seize those starlights of possibility I once buried with my own hands. Just like the Battle of the Fonghu 30 years ago. An Arbiter General will fall, and an Eon will descend. I will forge the destined death into wagers and game pieces, and invite the god who delights in meddling with destiny to sit at my table. This time, I will invite them into my calculations, to draw a great wheel for the cosmos' future. Mr. Sunday, surely you can understand this mad idea of mine, having once reached the divine throne of order yourself.
Our common ground goes far beyond mad ideas. But I was reviving a god who already lay dead and buried in the infinite dark. General, how can you be sure that the most capricious Eon would be led by your fancy?
Have you heard this myth about the elation? They say Aha once climbed to the highest bough of the Tree of Existence. Gazing out, they saw stars turning coldly like machines, and the meaning of everything yielded to nihility. Only the cry of a newborn made them burst into laughter. Mr. Sunday, answer me. Why did Aha laugh?
I think it's because they finally saw an audience arrive at this long, empty stage we call the universe.
Oh, well said. You're way funnier than you look. As divination teaches, heaven creates 49 paths. Humans find the one unseen. We are the greatest variable this blind, mindless universe can produce. The universe and the gods set riddles for us, and we shall give them a surprise. An answer beyond the finality. Ah, looks like it's about time.
Don't tell me you're disappearing without a goodbye again, General.
No. This time, we will set our eyes on the same place and carve a sliver of possibility out of destiny with our own sight.
Could you be talking about the school where Himiko and the others went?
Yes. The crimson light there pierces the sky today, marking it as a locus of woe. The Arcadia's first calamity will erupt there.
I should have asked you to give them a few secret strategies before they left.
Forget it. The stuff in those pouches is all harmless banter anyway. We should let them off the hook.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to Full Wish TV's special news segment, Arcadian Morning Report! I'm your host, Poofy!
Hi everyone, I'm your host Snowy!
It's been 3 hours since our first supplicant, Miss Sparksy, announced her entry into the Phantom Moon Games. The performance she announced to all her fans, SparksyCon, is also about to begin.
How curious! Plain Arcadia's day-night cycle was completely scrambled in ancient times. Graphia Academy's location just happens to be bathed in light. So, in broad daylight, what kind of fireworks show does Miss Sparksy have in store for us?
Who knows? Maybe she'll blow the school sky high in a blaze of fireworks. After all, at the Phantom Moon Games 15 years ago, Graphia Academy also.
Senior, you can't joke about that! Dear viewers, our apologies. Let's move on to news about other supplicants.
According to the Department of Aberration Defense's staff, during a routine inspection of the Phantom Moon courtyard, 2 additional mask shapes manifested on the altar.
In other words, 2 more supplicants have appeared!
Although none of them have publicly announced entry into the games yet, the altar's masks mean someone, somewhere has quietly donned the masks of elation. As for the 2 masks, Department of Aberration Defense staff describe one as a raccoon and the other as some kind of bird.
A raccoon mask, huh? Hard not to think of the Astro Express that just arrived in Plain Arcadia. Will the nameless from the Astro Express join the Phantom Moon Games? I hear they've even invited them to SparksyCon as special guests!
Will it be a miraculous show formed out of the collaboration between supplicants or a head-to-head showcase between two famed contenders.
Countless streamers are already live, broadcasting the scene at the venue. Let's cut to the feed now.
Look, it's the Nameless from the Astral Express!
One girl, 1,000 faces. 1,000 faces, one girl. Welcome to the Sparksicon live broadcast. Dear lovely fans, please be patient. Sparksicon is about to begin. This horror stream is about to end. Time for you all to log off.
That woman has Miss Sparksy's face. What a pathetic imitation.
What? My face is the original!
Miss Sparksy's face alone is the greatest masterpiece in the world! Everyone should listen to her sweet voice and gaze upon her adorable face!
We shall become Miss Sparksy!
We offered everything to Miss Sparksy.
Je sais même pas quoi dire tellement c'est n'importe quoi.
Sparksicle! 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 Sparksicle!
My eyes! I've seen something cursed.
The mimetic virus spread among people is way worse than we imagined. There are walking Sparksy shrooms growing on the ground. I bet we'll all end up with Sparksy, or rather Sparkle faces before we can get very far.
Are we really using that? If we don't take down that imposter before the virus hits, we'll all be monkeys in the jungle.
Become a fake of a fake or a carefree monkey. Your call.
On second thought, being assimilated by an imposter doesn't sound that bad.
Enough talk. Eyes on the banana.
Ow! Ma'am, a little warning before you stab someone with a banana, please?
Come on, banana.
Oh non, pas ça! Non! Pas banana!
Plan we made at the tavern.
Yes, we dig out the imaginated painting Sparksy hid, then use waves to give Garafia Academy a good banana wash over. But what if that imposter figures it out?
Just try to keep her busy and buy us some time.
Let's do it!
Ah là 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 là. Oh mon Dieu.
Welcome, dear guests. I've been waiting so long, my phone's about to die. Drop the act, my dear Mask. I shouldn't have called you an imposter. That was harsh of me. Come back to Mama's arms. It's not too late. If the Astral Express crew gets involved, they won't be pulling any punches. Of course I get it. Surrendering now would ruin the stage you so carefully set. Total buzzkill, right? So you still don't get it? The worst thing an actor should do is be tied down to one type of role. Standing before you, the loyal friend who's been by your side all along, the masked fool who never played any tricks.
La fleur masquée. Ah,
She is actually the old mask I have shed.
Quoi?
Haven't I been telling you all this time? She's just an old model.
No wonder the light orb in the tavern didn't react to sparkle.
For real? That explanation is kinda awesome.
J'ai joué saison 2, hein.
Look at those expressions on your faces. This is the best opening act for Sparksicon ever! I shed that old mask, and with it, the weak, timid, all too human me. This new me will break free from all shackles, gather my fans' wish power, and stride onto the stage of the Phantom Moon Games! In return for the wish power offered by everyone in the Arcadia, every supplicant must show them what elation truly means. We will demonstrate the elation we desire! There's no coercion involved anywhere in this. It's a simple yes or no. Like scrolling to the bottom of the terms of service. Want attention, talent, quick cash, universal praise? Download the Sparksy virus. Ta-da! Click confirm, and you're set. Isn't that exactly what they crave? Elation in 3 minutes flat? Nameless, you're doomed to lose. You can't stop what people desire.
We can't stop their desire. But in this stream, we'll show this Arcadia world another possibility.
What did you just say?
We'll show everyone watching the live stream the elation of the Astral Express.
You got another mask?
Eh oui.
Before Sparksicon begins, the hero of the Express will defeat the villain who tried to spread the virus. And soon, the world will watch it happen live. In their hearts, they'll long for the Trailblaze too. You were never the only option for the audience, Sparksy.
You know why I can't stand heroic stories? You lot always wave the flag of justice, then stomp all over the fun with brute force. The elation has nothing to do with justice, and you haven't won yet. Ma'am, gray hair, don't tell me you forgot the plan. I'll stall her. We don't have much time left, do we? I'm trying to give us better odds of winning here. There's one thing I've always wondered. Who's the real Sparkle, and who's just a mask? Shouldn't the last one standing decide that? Then let's settle it, right now! I'll make you the opening firework of Sparksicon!
girl who looks exactly like Miss Sparksy just rushed in and started throwing punches.
3800. C'est pas beaucoup, hein.
Could she be a high-grade look-alike rival?
Looks like when it comes to top-tier V-Streamer wars, the fanciest fights are fought the old-fashioned way.
Hey, friends! Over here! Look this way!
Is that March's voice?
Over here! Mr. Yang and I are in the art classroom!
While Sparkle keeps her busy, let's regroup with March first.
Oh, qu'ils sont toujours en train de se casser la gueule, là. Ah, fenêtre esthétique. Les modules encadrés par une fenêtre esthétique peuvent échanger leur position de mode de gestion de fenêtre, ainsi que le lanceur pour entrer en mode gestion de fenêtre. D'accord. Maintenez et faire glisser la fenêtre. D'accord. Donc en gros, c'est tu décales et d'accord.
Move this platform, and you should be able to get up there.
Comme ça. Vas-y. Voilà. Il apporte les renforts.
March, I'm just so happy you're safe, Bana.
After she escaped the school, I figured she'd bring you back. So while Sparksy was away, I found a classroom to hide in. The students around here have been acting weirder and weirder. Good thing my heart is pure and untouched, so her tricks don't work on me. Hold up. Were you two just talking with some weird verbal tick? What? You actually used that Penaconian mimetic virus to counter Sparksy's influence?
Oui.
I don't care if the Express turns into a Sparksy train or a monkey train. I want no part of either.
What about Welt? Is he all right?
Mr. Yang, it's our friends. Come on out.
You look perfectly normal, though. So that Professor Welt she saw in the news...
Hmm.
As expected from Teacher Yang.
We might have a lead on the other two painting pieces. Have you seen... Furbo, Nana?
You mean... a Furbo?
We sent a local reporter into the school, but his luck turned sour, Nana. Sparksy caught him red-handed. Before he was taken away, he managed to take a photo of the library. I want to check it out with her.
What about me and Mr. Yang? Now that we have a lead, no way we'll just sit here doing nothing.
That's the plan. Let us know right away if you find any leads.
Himiko,
Bon.
where's the library?
I know the way. I just hope they haven't renovated the academy in the past 15 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Ah mais ils sont là déjà là en train de se... Mon dieu mais ça va partout.
The library's just up ahead. Finally, I can get away from all these live-stream-obsessed students. We're here, Bana.
But I don't see any waves or moon.
Where could it be? Like I'd ever tell you.
Miss Sparksy herself ordered us to guard this place with our lives.
Hey, get that stream running.
Ugh, kids these days. They ignore their studies just to focus on the internet.
Oui.
As an alum of Graphia Academy, it's my duty, as tradition dictates, to give you all a proper extracurricular lesson. Hey juniors, ready to roll?
Allez, cassons-lui la gueule.
Lance at the ready. Pressure!
Existence is fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
You won't get away!
One at a time.
Voilà.
Where could they be hiding the landscape painting?
After all, it's an image-nanted thing. Once sealed in a scroll or something, it'll be a pain to retrieve, Bana. Oh, right. Let's check out that photo, Nana, the reporter left us. Maybe we can find some clues.
Ah. Ok.
Where are we now?
This place looks just like any other classroom. But something's off.
Le pionnier qui a joué dans le temps, bah putain. Le 16 juillet 1984. « 20 juillet 1984.
So this is where they stashed the wave. Did you hear something?
Oui.
I think I heard someone laughing.
Something's not right. Is there something hidden here?
Looks good.
Ah oui, 22 juillet 84. Hein.
July 22nd, 1984? Belle? Could this classroom be...
Senior? You're back!
Belle?
Huh.
And you are?
But... how is this possible?
You'll help me, right?
It really is you, Senior! You look so different. We almost didn't recognize you. Still, that dashing aura of yours simply can't be obscured. I, and so many of us,
Ah mais c'était il y a 15 ans, oh là là.
waiting.
Bah oui, on est en 99. Donc c'était il y a 15 ans, d'accord, je viens de comprendre.
I'm so sorry. I was gone too long. It's unforgivable that I never came back to visit you all.
You apologizing so seriously? That's not like you at all, Senior.
Yeah. After all this time, the least I can do is smile. But all of you are already dead.
Ambiance morose.
Himiko, these students, who are they?
They're the shadows cast by my past regrets. Young lives buried here by a tragic accident.
What?
Oh no, Senior, he's here! That thing is coming!
Wait, what did you just say?
Everyone, hide! We mustn't let that monster find us! Run, Senior! The Herald of Death is back!
No!
Hey! Depuis quand on a dit des jeux d'horreur?
We've got the wave now. Time to regroup with Welt and the others.
Je vais avoir mon explication, moi.
You can't save them. They're already ghosts. It wasn't Sparksy who attacked them, but something far more cruel. And they didn't die in the present, but during a certain twilight 15 years ago. We can't change their fates. However, this definitely isn't some kind of time travel to the past. Someone created this space for unknown reasons, only to reenact before an eyewitness the bloodbath at Graphia Academy from the Phantasmoon games 15 years ago. That's right. But that has nothing to do with the enemy we're facing right now. I know you have a lot of questions now, but we'll have time to talk about all this in detail after we deal with Sparksy. Come on. It's time for us to meet up with Welt. He just messaged and said he and March found the missing Furbonana reporter, Bana, and the final landscape painting piece.
Ah là là. Ah. Ouais, c'est bien. Allez. Ne regarde pas en arrière. Ah bon?
Good thing we got here in time, or you would have ended up as a target practice dummy.
Beep boop. This Furbo nearly bit the dust. President, you're here! You're gonna give this Furbo some hazard pay, right? Sparksy must have given the moon to one of the emotes to look after.
She really went all out, didn't she? The whole gym's full of moons. Now what?
Be it Sparkle or Sparksy, both are equally just as headache-inducing. Alright everyone, let's round up these emotes and take a look. Stream 4.
Non, faut pas le...
Oh, that sneaky laugh. It probably does know where the moon is hiding. But how are we meant to even reach the thing?
Une menace. C'est tout. Ah oui, non. Ah ah.
The gym. I've missed this. There was a time when I really envied those classmates who could sprint across the field, giving it their all.
Ah. Portail de mécanisme et bouton à pression. Ah, au cours de saut interdimensionnel, vous trouverez des portails à mécanisme équipés de voyants lumineux. Ces portails ne peuvent être ouverts qu'en activant les voyants lumineux. Oh, ça va être chiant. Chacun d'entre eux est relié à un bouton à pression. Appuyez sur le bouton activera le voyant lumineux correspondant. Les boutons à pression existent en deux couleurs. Les bleus ne se relèvent pas après activation, tandis que les violets se relèvent automatiquement après l'activation. D'accord. Ok.
Huh? Isn't this Himeko's alma mater too? Oh, don't tell me Himeko was the quiet type who stayed far away from the gym back in school.
Not quite. I'd already graduated by the time I started feeling this way. Due to
Voilà.
some circumstances, I went back to my father's school to work.
Ah oui, d'accord. Reviens par là, toi. Allez, viens. Okay.
Good jump, and we should be able to reach that emoji.
Ah. Ah, faut passer par l'autre côté. Oi, oi, oi. Ah. Ah, voilà. Ok, la lune.
All right. Time to settle the score with Sparksy.
Since Sparksy dared to target the Astral Express, treating us like stepping nanostones in the Phantasmoon games, she had better be ready to become a spoil of war herself. She and I will head to the atrium next, piece the imaginated landscape back together, and help Sparkle take down Sparksy. Welt, March, I'm counting on you to protect the students at the Academy. Dove Brooks, this time. I truly hope no innocent people get hurt during the Phantasmoon games.
Don't worry, Miss Himeko. Mr. Yang and I have got this. You better give that girl a taste of her own medicine for messing with us like some comedy act.
Ok, bon. Alors.
What does everyone think? Will the nameless win?
Let's cheer for Miss Sparksy!
Who will emerge victorious? Miss Sparksy or the Astral Express? Stay tuned to find out!
Regarde s'il n'y a pas de coffre qui serait par là, mais non.
Sparkle and Sparksy are gone. And the students too?
If you think you've got this in the bag, you're in for a rude awakening.
Allez, coffre là.
Hasn't even started.
Time for your SparksyCon grand finale! Because I, the nameless of the Astral Express, will challenge you as a fellow supplicant and crush your elation.
Challenge me? I'd love to fight you.
Hurry up and put the scenery pieces together.
That annoying old model has already fallen asleep. Soon, there will only be one sparkle in the world. Or maybe everyone will be one. Don't attack during my transformation! Despicable! Too bad. The options have all arrived. Our heroes play the first battle
Oh.
of the Fantasy Supplement has commenced!
Oh bah tiens donc. C'est ridicule.
Stay alert. Another on the still waters of oblivion I guide the wandering souls.
C'est le plus puissant pour rien. Combat dans le combat.
Time for a buzz. At this speed, too slow.
Again. I'm on guard. To the finish. On the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls. Combat is a series of come one, come all. Again.
Ouais, elle est salée en effet.
Really take good care of Sparkfly. I had all of the internet behind me.
Ouais, c'est ça.
This combat needs optim. At this speed, too slow.
la 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 la.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
Huh. More enemies. Huh.
Lance at the ready. Fracture! Existence is fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Time for a buzz. At this speed, too slow. Oh, my little cutie. Let's gather force.
I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign. It fall. On the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
Time for a detailed overhaul. Come one, come all.
Rapid fire swing!
Oh! Aïe!
Stay with you a little longer. Another journey begins. Existence is fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
You won't get away. Combat is a series of precise machinations.
Stay with you a little longer.
Everyone, let's drown her in our spit.
Ah bah tomber la caronne.
Defend me, Sparky.
All will eventually rest upon the earth.
Mais bon, largement ce qu'il faut pour finir.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Oh, my little cutie. Time for a buzz.
Time for
Et le pourcent de la feinte.
Not everyone wants to be you. I'll show them my elation.
Sparkscon isn't over yet.
Stop her! She's trying to escape into the crowd!
No need to panic, you two. Sunday will share my vision with you. Let my eye of Ishvara see through it all. Weal and woe, clear as day. I see where the culprit is. Got you.
Eh ben ça c'est un coup de batte hein.
Are you okay?
Where did everyone go?
Look over here.
General Yao Guang? Am I seeing things?
We're just attuned to each other, that's all. Feeling dizzy? Don't worry, it's just a minor side effect. When I first opened my eyes, I couldn't even conduct basic self-care for nearly a month. Don't worry though. With my reinforcement, you'll be back to normal in a moment.
Thank you, General. By the way, above your head...
Can you see the sign above my head? So, whether it brings weal or woe, whether it changes or not, please keep this secret safe from me. Don't let me know, and don't let anyone else, okay? Hey, I went out of my way to help you here. Can't you give me a discount? Consider it good karma.
Ouais, je crois pas au karma, moi.
I'm afraid not. As an observer, your gaze reaches far deeper than his. In that fleeting moment, your eyes gained insight into my destiny.
Le stellaron. Ah, comme d'habitude.
For those who wish to defy their own destiny, the best approach is to avoid gazing too long into fate. Especially not letting powerful observers do so. Now that you know the reason, surely you'll do me this small favor and keep this secret? Thanks. And of course, be careful not to let it slip. Or else. I'll tell everyone all about your true identity. You're a former Stellaron hunter, aren't you? Oh, just imagine the chain reaction that would cause. I don't even want to think about it. Doesn't this feel like the opening scene of a comedy? Two people who barely know each other, yet they're keeping each other's destiny a secret. I guess you could say we're now partners in fate. No surprise there. After all, both comedy and fortune-telling thrive on unexpected twists and turns of fate, don't they? Alright, looks like the side effects have worn off. Time for us to say goodbye.
And you? Are you okay?
What just happened?
I was so confused. I couldn't see a thing. All I remember is Sparksy and the Nameless got into a fight.
I saw everything. The Nameless from the Express smashed Sparksy right into the wall with one swing. That strength was unreal.
That was such an epic fight, as expected from a cosmic hero. That was seriously awesome.
Foutez-la en tôle.
Looks like the students have all recovered from the contamination.
C'est une bonne nouvelle.
Did they recover?
Ah, Perfect Idol, évidemment. Battle Boost, c'est quoi ça? Toutes les cibles alliées combattront respectivement sur le terrain principal et le terrain secondaire. Oui, alors ça, le principe de terrain principal et secondaire, c'est un bordel. Y a... non, justement, j'ai pas publié parce que c'était l'événement du parchemin, là. Vraiment, je l'ai pas mis parce que c'était vraiment l'une des pires performances que j'ai pu faire de l'histoire de mes performances sur ce jeu. Franchement, c'était n'importe quoi. Donc autant ne pas préserver ça et surtout préserver votre temps en ne publiant pas ces trucs. Voilà. Pendant les moments d'AHA, les Quoi? Les comiques compétences. Ils font chier à mettre des mots de deux en un. Les comiques compétences ne peuvent attaquer que les cibles ennemies sur le terrain secondaire. Le battle boost se dissipe lorsque l'une des conditions est remplie. Le compte à rebours se termine. Le personnage cible sur le terrain secondaire, si bien qu'on fatal. D'accord. Toutes les unités de son équipe de terrain secondaire sont éliminées. Ou lorsqu'il n'y a plus de personnage ciblé disponible sur le terrain secondaire. D'accord.
Sparksy probably didn't expect that the first miracle of the Phantasmoon games wouldn't be everyone becomes her, but the Express hero defeats the villain spreading the virus. Compared to a streamer reflecting people's desires, the fearless trailblazer of the Astral Express is more of an attention grabber.
Ah, non, ça, les jeux...
That's right. Sometimes the supplicants work together, sometimes they clash. It's like a coin toss. No telling which side will land until the moment it hits the ground. At least this time, I hope it doesn't end in bloodshed. Show mercy. Or don't. No, I'm just kidding. Lower your bat. The audience in this Arcadia doesn't go easy on losers at the games. She'll lose her wish power soon enough, and the Sparksy virus will fizzle out. You can hand her over to the Department of Aberration Defense for imprisonment, or set her free. As a supplicant who's become the focus of all, I'm sure you've already made your decision, right?
Oh, tu sais, je peux toujours lui coller 2-3 coups encore, et puis après, la foutre en tôle, hein.
When she absorbed me, I thought it was all over. Thankfully, Grey Hair, you won this one. 1 point for the Trailblaze. The tavern? They might kick up a fuss about Sparksy's defeat for a few days. Maybe some foolish hotheads might even come knocking to fight you. But trust me, give it a couple days and the tavern will act like none of it ever happened. If I really am a mask, then naturally I should return to my wearer's face. But if I'm not, then maybe I need to reclaim the mask I've lost.
I understand.
Non. T'es vraiment si sadique que ça? Oh. Achevez-la. Genre, t'as pas le choix. Tu dois l'assassiner.
So, Victor, here to claim your prize? Very well. Sparksicle has no objections to that. So what'll it be? Gonna hand me off to the Department of Aberration Defense? Lock me up as a hardened criminal? But knowing you, you're not
Oh, je peux être bien plus cruel, hein. Oh, bah je peux l'être bien plus, hein.
Or maybe you want to take away my streaming account as punishment. I'll live stream 24/7 and sing praises of your valor. All right. Let what belongs to the Graphia family return to the Graphia family. But don't let this little win get to your head. You've still got a long, long way to go before you meet the laughter. We can keep working together. Better to have a friend at the Phantom Moon Games than another enemy, right? What? No parting words? How do you like this ending, Sparksicle? Old model. You and your powerful supporters won this one. I've got no comeback. As a mask, what do you plan to do with your original self? Who's the mask and who's the original? Shouldn't that be decided by the one left standing? Your plan is finished. Your relation has been eliminated. You're the one who should be called the old model. That elation isn't mine. It's the elation everyone chose. And besides, wasn't it your idea in the first place? What? You told me to leave you behind. You also told me to take the idea and its relevant memories and go chase my dream. That's totally something Miss Sparkle would do. How do you like this ending, Sparkle? How does that joke go again? Take the mask from a masked fool, and what's left but a fool? But take the fool out of a masked fool, and all that's left is the mask. Come on, Sparkle. Time to end this little charade. No show is complete without a curtain call. Shall we become one at last? Bang! Ladies and gentlemen, are you having fun? A friendly reminder from Miss Sparkle. Don't underestimate the Phantom Moon Games. You won't get another opening act as spectacular as this Sparksicon, you know.
Sparksy! No. Sparkle? Which one is which?
Perhaps it was just a masked fool, playing a harmless trick under the watchful eyes of the gods. Or maybe she just wanted to remind us that the elation in Plain Arcadia has become something even the gods no longer recognize. In any case, everything here has come to an end. We should move on. And indeed, I want to investigate and find out who exactly created that place and why. Let me know when you're ready to head out. This place... it's like nothing ever happened. The ghosts are gone. "15 years ago, during the last Phantom Moon Games, I participated as a supplicant. I once believed that all it took for a supplicant to win was to show the people a magnificent miracle. And then I'd have an audience with the eon of elation. How foolish. How naive I was. Not everyone wants to obtain everyone's wish power in a positive way. On July 22nd, the year 1984 of the Arcadian calendar, a supplicant harboring immense malice stepped into Graphia Academy. He slaughtered 22 students who had stayed behind after school, then went on to Dovebrook District, where 146 innocent civilians were either killed or wounded. That killer moved like a deranged artist, leaving corpses, imprinting his signature mark. The Bloody Bloom. The media dubbed him the Herald of Death.
It was a tragedy that the world could not forget. The Phantom Moon Games of that year came to be remembered as the Blood-Stained Games. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dearest to them. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before the grave where she was laid to rest. Her name was Himeko.
Ah. Là, c'est bien complexe.
Forgive me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ryusuke, the current dean of Graphia Academy. So, this lady who bears her name, who exactly are you?
On est passé de moment triste à moment ultra creepy. What?
"15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantom Moon Games, my father wasn't with me. Even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death, my father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air in space. So, I would ask you, who bears his name? Who exactly are you?
Est-ce qu'on est vraiment dans le cas des parents et de l'enfant qui ne se reconnaissent pas mutuellement? Non, parce que si le père accuse une personne d'avoir le nom de sa fille et que la gamine accuse le monsieur d'avoir le nom du père, bon, bah, c'est qu'il y a un lien, quoi. Hein. Ou alors c'est une grosse coïncidence, hein.
Welcome back to the Arcadian Morning Report Special Edition. We continue to bring you updates on the Phantom Moon games.
The SparksyCon hosted by Supplicant Sparksy came to an abrupt end less than an hour after it began.
Under the watchful eyes of the entire network, the Nameless from the Astral Express went head-to-head with streamer Sparksy in a spectacular showdown. Unbelievable! I used to think all of the Trailblazers fight scenes in director Rekka's latest film, Holy Grail Stay Night, were just special effects. Turns out she's got real moves.
Ah ouais, d'accord. Genre... Le gars pensait que c'était des effets spéciaux. Ah ouais, d'accord.
We'll continue following the Astro Express's activities and bring you...
Breaking news! Around 4 p.m. today, the Security Bureau uncovered multiple corpses at the Sinwish Syndicate's headquarters in Dovebrook District. Initial reports suggest violent infighting among gang members as the cause.
Ah ouais, d'accord. Donc ça c'est mutiné là-bas.
Even more shocking, an IPC employee was found dead at the scene. According to the investigation, the victim was identified as Lyndon Scott. Even more shocking, an IPC employee was found dead at the scene. According to the investigation, the victim was identified as Lyndon Scott.
Ouf. Ah oui, non, là c'est tout de suite... On passe de... moment triste à moment creepy à moment vraiment bizarre à c'est quoi ça, c'est un jeu d'horreur?
Lyndon Scott, age 34, field operative in the Strategic Investment Department. Ring any bells, Mr. Ashvale?
Seulement 34 ans. Putain.
Never heard of him. What was someone from the IPC doing here?
Word is, the Sinwish Syndicate recently got hold of a mask. Maybe Mr. Scott came to negotiate for the Phantom Moon games, and got caught in the fallout.
On remarque le sang est rose, hein.
Apologies for interrupting your work, Mr. Ashvale.
Wouldn't call it an interruption. The mess at Graphia Academy cleared itself up. But this...
Initial assessment. 33 Sinwish Syndicate members. Leader Polwave included, along with second-in-command Costide, were murdered in the same time frame.
Costide.
The victims show clear signs of trauma and fractures, along with massive blood loss. Exact cause of death still pending further autopsy.
These stylized handprints. We both know what they mean.
Bloody Bloom. Only one person ever used that as their calling card.
The Herald of Death is back.
Your suspicion isn't without merit, but that guy was executed 5 years ago.
Executed? Who witnessed it? Was the execution broadcast to the public?
Who can prove he's dead? Who's to say you didn't let him out to rig this entire game?
heard the rule, haven't you? No one can enter the Phantasmoon Games twice. So let me give you a piece of advice. Don't let rage gnaw away at your reason. It's bad for your health. The case's info is in the dossier. Get to work. The Department of Aberration Defense isn't paying us to bum around,
Rage sparked quietly in the detective's chest, and not even the wind from Dove Brook could dispel the metallic tang of blood clinging to his nose. When he first heard the Sinwish Syndicate had obtained the mask, a grim premonition stirred within him, but he never expected it to be the omen of a friend's death.
Mr. N, he's no longer with us. Now he's just a body, another nameless casualty buried beneath a headline. People only care about the stars twinkling above, about the epic tales of the eternal conflicts among the cosmos' great figures. Compared to all that, who would mourn a small-time thug from a petty gang?
What should we do next?
I've been slacking off for far too long. It's time to make a choice.
Mr. Ashvale, if you're calling now, may I assume you've accepted my offer?
You are right, Miss Pearl. I'll join the games, assuming you still need me, of course.
My offer still stands. Just like 15 years ago, the same omen returns. There are signs the Phantasmoon Games are spiraling out of control again. Mr. Ashvale, I ask for your strength to steer the Zeonic Games back on course.
Ah, unique. Avec un accent sur le A aussi.
All I have to offer is a heart set on revenge.
Today, 33 citizens of Plain Arcadia and one IPC colleague perished under mysterious circumstances. Someone is imitating the Herald of Death's methods, attempting to interfere with the games. Only victory can bring solace to the fallen.
No. What consoles the dead is only justice.
What's the matter? Found a better candidate? Don't I even make the short list?
This is a game shaped by the most capricious Eon. Surprises and twists are its very nature. It's only right I choose the strongest players. Even so, I have to ask, what makes you so sure that I'd hire a wanted criminal to fight in the Phantasmoon Games, instead of tossing you into an IPC cell?
Throw me in prison? But the Strategic Investment Department in Penacony clearly extended an olive branch to us Stellaron hunters. No? Changed your minds already? You suits sure turn faster than a page in a paperback. So let's cut the fluff. Give me a mask. Call it your first strategic investment in us. What do you say?
Understanding comes first, then the investment. Tell me, how do you plan to earn my trust?
Apologies in advance. Before I came to meet you, I broke into your collection room. I know what you've been working on. Imaginate. Tell me, have you heard of Zero? Greatest hacker and most feared player in all of Punk Lord?
Some say she's an emanator of elation, while others say she enters the dark zone created by Mythos, as if it were her own backyard. She caused Punk Lord's data meltdown and infected IPC branches in 28 segmenta, isolating them from each other. Most information about Zero is half true, half false, much like the rumors surrounding you Stellaron hunters. But one thing is certain. Zero suffered a major downfall, and is now a prisoner of the IPC.
It's obvious she left a deep impression on you. Traumatic, even. In that case, you should also know that ether editing and imagenesis stem from the same technological source. Or art.
I know. I've studied it.
How could I forget? You stole Zero's tech to make that lousy cash grab game Ethereum Wars. Of course, you'd know all this. But you corporate moneybags will never comprehend it. The fleeting, ever-changing power of the elation. Zero once tampered with a parameter of reality, creating an independent realm that belonged solely to her, just like that other one.
Just like Graphia. Are you willing to trade the secrets of imagenesis?
I can think about it.
Deduction. You may be lying. I've heard that those who join the Stellaron Hunters have long since abandoned the path they once walked.
Who knows? You're in the Arcadia of Elation. Wouldn't it be a waste not to test your luck?
Deal, Ether Hacker. And to seal it with confidence, let me show you a little trick of the trade.
A hacking trick?
Not exactly professional. Negotiating while soaked in a bathtub. I took one of your data slices. This will help us have a more honest conversation.
How did you do that?
Because I've studied you, including that cyber battle between you and that genius Schoolum. I even logged into all 76 of those banned accounts.
Oh là là, les fameux 67 comptes bannis. C'est quand qu'ils avaient mentionné ça? En 1.1? Ouais, ça fait un moment quand même.
I scattered just enough data breadcrumbs online for you to sniff out, leading you to the Ashen Detective. I even let you stroll through my collection room to explore as you please. Miss Silverwolf, a word of advice. Don't treat that mask like some 10 Stoneheart's investment in a Stellaron hunter. Just think of this deal as something private, between you and me.
What the heck? I just blinked and suddenly half the supplicants are wearing masks? was hoping the show would get better. Streamers clashing with cosmic heroes. A flashy brawl without anyone getting hurt. Wouldn't that have been nice? But now we've got a crow, a shell, a cat, a wolf? How many more mystery guests are crashing the stage? And this thing? When did it sneak in? In the end, everything always spirals into the abyss. But you're the rare exception. Your first battle wasn't bad for a greenhorn protagonist. Since you came out on top, let's wipe the slate clean on that doom-filled oath. Who knows if the owners of those masks will become your friends or opponents? Or maybe one of them will bring about that terrifying future I saw in my dreams. Little one, how'd you find your way here? The supplicants in this Phantom Moon Games really caught me by surprise.
Why don't those people on the go?
Eh ben, nom de Dieu. Ah, Sparksy peut monter. Ça fait combien de temps qu'on n'a pas eu ce message-là? C'est quand 2.3? Waouh! Ah ouais, la vache, hein. Ah, ok, danser sous la lumière de la lune. Ah. Le site à combien de près c'est prêt? Ah oui, d'accord. L'été, l'étincelle du corps. Oh, notre au journal. Oh, j'ai un plan génial, ah bon? Est-ce que vous êtes prêts? Ouais. Ok, ouais. Comment c'est pas pour... Hop. Demande quelques mots de ta part. Ah bon? Ah, Guenièvre! Comment ça va? J'ai entendu dire que plein archaïa grouille de monde et de fantômes. Un endroit tout trouvé pour le streaming, je dirais. 3 costumes de chasse aux fantômes. C'est vraiment un gros du fantôme. Après, je sais pas si c'est les fantômes que tu voudrais voir. Ça, c'est le truc aussi, hein. Donc, ah, passe-moi qui. Oh! Yang Qing! Ça faisait longtemps, en effet. J'ai entendu dire que les combats de plein arcadia ne sont pas comme les duels action dessous, et qu'ils sont jugés sur la quantité d'allégresse qu'ils procurent. Bonjour les stratégies. Mais bon, je te dis, ouais. C'est trop dangereux. Bon bah tant pis. Des plus de questions à poser. Bon bah merci. Ah. Vas-y, de plus, allez, vas-y. Des témoins oculaires au parc ont aperçu M. Dan Heng et un mystérieux homme dans un quartier de Colombo. Lieu d'un récent homicide. Des rumeurs suggèrent que vous n'êtes pas le seul membre de l'Express en possession d'un masque. Et ne joue pas franc jeu. Bah. Bon après, Dan Heng et Sunday rendus là-bas, bon, c'est pas... Mais vous avez fait équipe avec d'autres pour cette partie. Et là, le jeu n'impose aucun des duels en face à face. Deuxième question, ouais. Normalement, en fait, d'un vieux Pandaroo de Sparksy. Quelle heure est Sparksy? Alors, je saurais dire, là, quelle heure, vrai, hein. Là, c'est bon, là, vas-y, vas-y, c'est ça. Ça fait un moment que je traîne dans les groupes de Sparkzoos. RXZ. Comment t'es censé prononcer ça? Est-ce que c'est une langue obscure qu'il faut que j'apprenne pour prononcer correctement ces sons? En bref. J'ai découvert qu'ils étaient absolument furieux que Sparksy se soit fait laver. Et même de mobiliser pour tout détruire, jure même de déterrer tous vos réseaux sociaux. Bah qu'ils le fassent, hein. Ils ont vraiment appelé ces gens des fans. Comme tu mets compte des secrets, hein. Ouais. Voilà. Tout pour concurrence de presse, ouais. Allez, vas-y. Oh! Le du jour est là, incroyable. Moment numéro 5. Enfin, niveau 5. Waouh! Le préambule. Préambule. Alors. Hop, coupe sérieux, votre source de ragoût authentique. Ah bah pourquoi je ferais le plein ingrédient? C'est un fan de tout. Il met 4. D'accord, donc Imekon ça s'appelle Imekat, d'accord. Ah non, là c'est... Lapine de Mars. Doug Hang. Putain, j'en peux plus. Oh non, non. Question 2. Où est-ce passé la Sparknet? Comment je fais cette photo? Ah. Oh, question 3. Où se masque le raton laveur? Veuillez contacter immédiatement le bureau de... C'est une arrestation. Et tout pour un. Après entendu parler de l'expérience du grand raton laveur, ils sont désespérés d'échouer. Si jouent deviendront des servants éternels. Oh oui, bien sûr. Alors, oh, quatrième question. Oh là là, attention, grand luxe de questions. S'il est son nom remporte du jeu, ont-ils des vœux qu'ils aimeraient voir se réaliser? Oh, bien sûr que oui, hein. Moment de détente. Ah, il y a des questions incroyables. Ah, c'est pas mal, ça. J'ai entendu dire que même Père a un compte secondaire pour streamer. C'est pas l'un du stream. Alors, elle aussi fait des streamings en ligne. Bah putain. Le directeur Ryusuke arrive brièvement, mais il m'a laissé une sacrée impression. Ah bah putain, ça je te le dis. Pourquoi elle était l'air si jeune? Oh bah c'est ce qu'on appelle avoir une sacrée crémantillage. J'adore qu'on prenne pour le fils de mon frère quand on fait des courses ensemble. Ryusuke 1995. Eh, pourquoi 1995? Quelque chose qui commence par Ryu et finit par Suke 95. Oh, je suis devenu à Arcadia. N'empêche. Commentaire des utilisateurs. 16 000 likes, 10 commentaires. Non, encore, je suis déjà abonné ou de voir la suite. Et... Borisien qui médite pour JPEG. Ah, c'est beau, ça. Borisien déchire sa chemise pour JPEG. Faut mettre du PNG, gros, hein. Enfin bref, voilà. Ah, c'est pas mal. Oh là, attention, il y a des ragots. Bon bref, c'est pas mal. Ok, 50 jade en plus, je prends. Ah, enfin qui est revenu. Oh super méga manqué. Le général du Ukwe. Ah oui d'accord. Ils ont fait un truc de rappel de machin. Ah ouais. Ah ouais. Ah ouais. Ah ouais ouais. Ah quand même. C'est qu'ils ont fait ça bien hein. Il y a même un moment interactif. Ouais miaou. Il y avait les boîtes mystères. Ne tire pas sur le gacha. Oh. Bon marrant les commentaires dans le jeu. Hein. Ah, vas-y, capture d'écran. Hop, voilà. Ah, j'ai reçu un ping sur Discord. Voilà, sont des petits rigolos, je veux voir ça. Voilà. Ouais, t'as les ragots, mais les ragots, faut les lire, les ragots, hein. Ok, bon. Pas mal, ça. Ok, d'accord. Bon, oh putain, et en plus il y a des récompenses à récupérer. Où ça à récupérer? Là, évidemment. Voilà. C'est ça, ici. Un cône de lumière, je prends. Plus 60 jade. Déjà palier 12 sur 20. Nouveau brouillon prêt, je peux pas faire autre chose, là, non, faut vraiment le publier, le brouillon, d'accord. Ok, niveau 6, c'est bien, merci. Et le détecteur de trésors, voilà, bon bah on l'a maintenant. On n'aura pas attendu longtemps pour l'avoir. Ok, c'est bon, y a plus rien. Du coup, maintenant, les mails. Il y a 300 000 mails à récupérer. Alors, je regarde quelle heure qu'il est. Il est 16h54. On va attendre 6 minutes, puis je vais récupérer les trucs de Royolab. Enfin, si mon téléphone vient démarrer, parce que la batterie est naze. Ok, donc là, on a... Ok, donc on a toutes les quêtes disponibles. Il y aura bien évidemment des vidéos sur les quêtes secondaires, hein, évidemment. Ok. Bon, ça par contre c'est chiant, ça, le fait qu'il soit affiché en permanence, ce machin. Alors, succès. On a 1288 succès. Il va falloir que je les note. Par contre, on en a eu vraiment beaucoup aujourd'hui. Ensuite, là... Faut que je fasse ça encore. Utilise le menu, ça dure une fois. Bon, ça c'est pas très compliqué. Voilà. Tac. Et on est passé à 141 millions. Pas mal. Tac, il va falloir que je fasse les 120 points de puissance, évidemment. Hein. Évidemment, les... Ok, d'accord. Ah bien. Ensuite, l'honneur descendant. Puisqu'on a ça, on a ça à récupérer. Et on est déjà palier 10. Voilà, donc on n'a pas de commencer, on a déjà récupéré un ticket. Ok, donc on est à 10 400. Donc on est à 10 400. Déjà, hein, Très bien. Et nous avons message. Sans pot. Donc je sais pas si c'est une quête secondaire. Bon, on verra ça dans les vidéos sur les quêtes secondaires. Hein. Alors, les succès, il va falloir que je les note. Donc, il y a énormément de succès à noter. Je crois qu'il y en a 22. Donc on va commencer par le plus simple. Hein. Alors, où c'est que j'ai rangé StarDB? Il est ici. Alors, chez mes trackers HSR, voilà. Le clavier visuel, où c'est qu'il est? Parce que le clavier est pas branché sur le PC. Ok, les 57. Alors, du coup, nous avons la une du jour est là. Voilà. Donc ça, c'est complété. Donc, je peux récupérer celui-là. Alors, maman, j'ai des genoux. Voilà. Ensuite, 2 pieds gauche. Voilà. Ensuite, nous avons l'Explorae. Super évolue en... Je sais pas. Pourquoi tu portes mes vêtements? Voilà. Ensuite, nous avons Catherine. Parfait. Ensuite, nous avons la pionnière qui a voyagé dans le temps. Voilà. Ensuite, ne regarde pas en arrière. Voilà. Ensuite, nous avons saute. Bon là, nous avons tout, hein, donc dans les succès... La voie des étoiles. Donc là, on coche tout, on coche tout, on coche tout, on coche tout, on coche tout. On coche tout, voilà. Donc là, on est à 137 sur 137, normalement. Exactement. Et il reste ici... photogénique. C'est la meilleure note en photographier lors d'un combat contre le Pandaroo porteur. D'accord. Bon. Donc là, ça me fait 1287. Et il y en a un qui n'a pas été sélectionné encore. Ah ah. Donc là, 1288. Donc il y en a un qui manque. Bon, le souvenir partagé, je l'ai noté, il me semble. Hein, la une du jour est là, évidemment. Attends, c'est quoi? On va prendre directement la catégorie. 252, donc c'est censé insondable. Ok, donc il m'en manque un qui est pas coché. Ah voilà, flèche incurvée, c'est pour ça que je l'ai pas noté. Ok, alors flèche incurvée. Ici, voilà. Donc nous sommes à 1288. Qui fait que nous avons ici 18, 137, ici 202, 13. Là nous avons 48. Là nous avons 7. 67, 543 et 253. Donc ok, c'est bon, on a tout. On peut tout récupérer. Voilà, je récupère ça. Et ensuite je peux récupérer ça, voilà. Parfait. Et nous sommes donc du coup à 56 062. 56 062. Ça fait 350 poules et 62 jades de rab. C'est énorme. Beaucoup trop, beaucoup trop. Mais sachant que j'ai pas encore récupéré les trucs... Ok, 17,02€. Donc ce que je vais faire, c'est que je vais aller sur Royal Lab. Depuis le PC, parce que bon, le téléphone est naze, donc c'est même pas la peine. Et comme je suis déjà connecté depuis mon PC, ça me fera économiser du temps. Alors, connexion quotidienne, voilà. Parce que pour information, on peut le faire depuis le PC, hein. Voilà. Et donc, on peut récupérer tout ça. Donc ça fait 100, 160, 190. C'est vraiment bien. « 252. Donc 351 poules et 92 de rab. D'accord. Et donc là, ce qui fait que je vais devoir compter. Donc 492 plus 351, ça fait 843. C'est vertigineux quand même. Ben. Code à récupérer, il n'y en a aucun parce que j'ai déjà tout récupéré. Ah, attendez. Là, il y a des trucs à faire aussi. Ah. Ok, d'accord. Bon, bah voilà, ça c'est des trucs qui t'expliquent comment jouer des petits modes de jeu. Récupérer... Encore une fois dans le théâtre délirant. Bon, ça se fait facilement. Oui, enfin bref, tout sera fait, hein, c'est pas... Dépense un total de 20 pixels. D'accord. 5 cartes d'atout cosmique, j'en ai déjà récupéré 2. Pas mal. Vaincre un expert d'atout cosmique dans n'importe quelle zone. On le fera. Hein. Bon. Donc ça c'est l'événement que je ferai après les 4 secondaires. C'est un événement iconique astral, du coup on va pouvoir le garder longtemps. Les démonstrations, bon ça je vais le faire ça et puis récupérer les jades après. Et ça je sais toujours pas qui prendre, mais je pense que d'ici la prochaine je pourrais me décider. Hein. Des gens qui disent que ceux qui valent le mieux le coup c'est Sparkle et Aventurine, et encore Aventurine parfois c'est peut-être pas le meilleur. Et il semble qu'il y a beaucoup de gens qui disent Kafka aussi c'est une bonne option. Donc à voir, mais bon, de toute façon, Kafka, je l'ai déjà, donc qu'est-ce que ça fait de l'avoir en plus? Sachant que le E1, je suis pas sûr qu'il rajoute plus de trucs que le E0 tout court, en fait. Donc bon. Voilà. Faveur de la fortune. Ok, bah 320, bon bah voilà. 56 572. 353, bon. Voilà. Mais bon, j'ai peu de chance que j'obtienne les 100, hein. Puis de toute façon, qu'est-ce que j'en aurais à faire des 100, parce que je suis déjà plein à craquer. 0,01% de chance d'obtenir 100, hein. Donc c'est une chance sur 2000. Autant dire que c'est pas beaucoup. Bon. Eh bien, je pense que du coup, c'est là-dessus qu'on va enfin pouvoir se terminer. Enfin, que cet enregistrement va enfin pouvoir se terminer, qu'on va enfin pouvoir se quitter. Ça fait là 3 heures que je suis sur cet enregistrement-là, donc ça fait quand même 11 heures au total. Je suis rincé. Je pense que ça s'entend un peu, parce que j'ai commencé à 3 heures ce matin et demi. Qu'est-ce que... Je fais une pause entre 12 et 14 pour le 6.4. Autrement dit, ça n'a pas été une journée très facile. Ça n'a pas été une journée très compacte non plus. Ça a été éprouvant, hein. Alors, on paiera les meilleurs instants de la 3.2. Vraiment, la quête est archi longue pour rien. Mais bon. Bref, allez. Merci à tous d'avoir regardé cet enregistrement. Je vais remettre juste mes ultis à fond. Quand même. Allez. Attendez. On va se quitter sur ça. Hein. Voilà. Allez. Merci à tous d'avoir regardé. C'était votre serviteur. Au revoir.